since this is an open mic, you guys will get the trash. I'm trying to make this funny, so you'll be the barometer now. Recently on Facebook, I saw this article about the Olson twins. Y'all remember the Olson twins? And it was a really long article. Sorry. You didn't learn anything from your friends, huh? Is she gonna go cute? Is she gonna do it? Are you gonna throw up?
No.
Oh.
No. Sorry.
I was just checking. I didn't know. Anyway, I'm on Facebook and I see this article. You're already leaving?
Loser.
All right. Anyway, so I'm on Facebook and I see this article about the Olson twins, and it's a really long, it's a long article, and there's pictures of them when they were kids and now as adults, you know, and you know, look, if you have sex with kids, you should have your genitalia yanked off of you. You know what, correction. Female teachers get a pass. I'll tell you why. There isn't a guy in here that didn't have a teacher when he was 14 that he didn't want to throw his dick into. And if she'd have given him a crack at her crack, he'll learn life lessons. So we'll just move her to another school like a priest. Anyway, if you're a guy and you fuck little kids, you should be killed. I realized after I read this article and looked at those pictures that those girls were way more fuckable when they were kids. Have you seen those girls? Holy shit! They're hideous. It's off-putting if you're not ready for it. It's like, holy shit, Jesus, there's two of them. I thought I was looking at an ad for the nun. Yeah, see, you guys didn't think that was funny at all, did you? I know, this is the dog pile, man. This is an open mic. Alright, I got one more. Let's test your bullshit-o-meter. I'm going to tell you guys two stories. You tell me which one really happened. Alright, I was performing in a dab bar in Indianapolis. During my set, a fella didn't like what I was saying and chose to heckle me really hard in the face. Broke my nose. Yeah. We start fighting, it's on. Next thing I know, it's like a Western, it's a Indianapolis dab bar brawl. Everybody's fighting. Suddenly this cholo pulls out a gun. Bang, bang, bang. Everybody scatters. I run to my car. Dude, I'm fighting. I see him go to his car. Now I'm chasing him through mean streets of Indy. And I go to try and do one of those pit maneuvers like cops do, but I'm not a cop, I'm a comedian. And all I do is bump his car. And he loses control of his car and slides into a bus full of nuns and orphans.
Really?
True.
Here's story number 2. I was performing in an Indiana dab bar, an Indy dab bar. After the set, I was talking to the proprietor of the place. Let me take it back. I was teasing the guy who owned the place because it's a dab bar in Indianapolis. And I made fun of him. And he's like, no, I've got some stuff that'll catch your head on fire. I said, there is nothing you have that'll catch my head on fire. I'm an old school smoker. I've been smoking weed since I was 14 years old. Go ahead and get your 10 candy weed and bring it on over. I'll give it the Pepsi challenge. So he goes over there and he comes back with this dot the size of a booger. And he puts it in this little fruity glass rig pipe thing. I think it's a bong. I don't know what it is. Anyway, he loads it up and sparks it up. And I hit this little glass bong And then it hit me. I passed out on my feet like a heroin junkie, minus the dexterity and balance of a heroin junkie, because I fell flat on my fucking face and jammed my dentures into my gums, instantly breaking my nose. Now, when it happened, when I took that hit, I was high. I got the Wawa highs. You ever get that when you're so high you go, whoa, whoa, whoa. That's how high I was. And then that elevator ride ended with my face bouncing off the floor. Now blood is pouring out of my nose, and I'm trying to get up to see who the fuck hit me in the face. That's the second story. Now, which story really happened?
Second story.
The second story, man! I talked all this shit to this guy, and then he hands me it, and then I pass out, and friggin', that's embarrassing. And then I break my nose? What the hell? And here, look, there's some things that you learn if you break your nose. Like, if you don't go to a doctor, and you set it yourself, it's crunchy. Yeah, it's if you want to know what crunchy sounds like, break your nose. I also learned that you will produce a lot of mucus to help protect that damaged area, which is good. You don't want it to get infected, but you're going to bleed a lot. I bled for 2 days, and then it coagulates and turns into blood clots. And that's bad. You gotta get that out of there. My right nostril, I pulled out a blood clot the size of a marble. Gross. My left nostril, a fetus. Yeah, I think it's because my face got fucked by the floor. Any questions? All right, well, that's my time. Thank you for listening. Fucking yeah.